Okay, so there's the amber fox, that's the one with the fire, and the pearl fox. Am I gonna be like a white fox or like purple? Ooh! According to the legends, up to 9. For Naito Fox! Yes! I wanna be a Naito Fox so bad! Hey guys, welcome back to more Legend of the Willow, and we're gonna be doing episode 5, maybe 6, depending on how many out. Probably just the 3 though. May doesn't believe, but she gets persuaded. Okay. Doesn't believe. Well, I guess she doesn't believe about the whole magic dealio. But yeah, it's definitely time for her to face up and smell the coffee or whatever the saying is to Kyle. Matsuo Bashogun. Interesting. Spend nights on a journey, then you'll know my poems. Autumn wind. Dumbfounded, May whispered. Path of passion. Are you a ninja? He simply nodded, his mind clearly occupied with other thoughts. Anxiety swirled in her mind. Many grim rumors surrounded the ninja, the shinobi. Those legendary hired spies and assassins were famous for their mastery and superhuman abilities, as well as their ruthless cruelty. The stories were all shrouded in sinister mystery, and now one of their number stood before May. She swallowed nervously, adjusting to the thought. I was accused of murder and witchcraft. I helped the shinobi escape, and now I'm headed toward their clan village. Every day brings me closer to a death sentence. Her companion quickly shook a lock of hair from his face. From here we'll travel down the river, then up into the mountains. He examined May's face for a moment. It's a long way there. I'm wounded and you're sick. Nearby upstream there's a fishing village. We need a boat. Wait here. I'll be back by noon. May? Understood. You don't look so good. Not what one hopes to hear from a man. She probably might say that. Oh. Wait. In what way? How did that affect the relationship? With a quick motion, he slid his finger along her sleeve, and without ever touching her smooth skin, he spoke. So strict. There's no need to be offended. I was simply asking how you feel. Okay, I think that went positive. Interesting. Good enough. May hid her embarrassment. Kazu grinned, gentleness replacing his usual malice. The ninja silently moved along the riverbank. May watched him disappear in the distance. Okay. I hope he returns quickly. I'm so hungry, several days without a bite to eat. Coughing heavily, she sat down by the campfire and added some more wood. A while later, a boat appeared, its oars paddling rhythmically, scattering droplets of water through the air. I hope it's him. When the boat bumped into the shore, Kazu climbed out. Come, I'll help you. The stones are slippery. May took his extended hand. With his help, she easily climbed into the boat. Are you comfortable? Kazu was more attentive due to earlier choices. Oh, interesting. Wow, okay. That's pretty quick. Like, you know, relationship-wise, for you to already get results, and so you can kind of tell if you're on the right path. And so I am, if I want to romance Kazu, which I definitely do. I mean, we don't know much about the other guy, but yeah, who knows? Let's see. Are you comfortable? Mm-hmm. Sitting at the front and watching the passing scenery, May ate a rice ball. Oh, he brought back food too? Dang! I'm glad we found him, like seriously. In addition to the boat, Kazu had collected some supplies, a blanket, a small hook and thread, a small pot, some food, and a gourd flask. The current carried the boat down the middle of the river. Setting aside the oars, Kazu looked at the slightly invigorated May. He offered her a pair, which she took before speaking her mind. You just broke out of jail. Was there money in the stash? How did you get all of this? She looked around all the supplies. You sound so sure that I paid for everything. If you robbed some fishermen, I don't think you robbed a fisherman. Why not? You're shinobi. There are so many tales. Stealing a boat would be too petty of you. He raised an eyebrow in surprise. You're right. Yes, there were a few coins in my bag. Kazi relaxed with his hands beneath his head. If you see someone or get tired, wake me up. May thought he had already drifted off when Kazi spoke without opening his eyes. You're smart. Life is going to be hard for you. What's that supposed to mean? Does he mean like, since I don't just smile, be pretty, and act dumb, that I'm gonna have a harder time because I'm too smart for my own good? Potentially. They were traveling south. May had seen a map of the empire and studied geography during her time at the Okia. However, aside from the village she grew up in, she hadn't visited too many places. Living in the Okia, I never once left the northern province. If we keep going along the river, we'll cross the border and end up in the southern province, the land I was taken from. Oh, I wonder if my dad is still there. I could say that I'm coming back home, only after all these years, that's not true. Maybe someday I'll end up on the eastern islands. I'll find out whether their harbors are as beautiful as they say. Maybe. On the evening, they got off on a long, narrow island which split the river in two branches. May's pallor was replaced with the redness of a fever. Oh. We'll spend the night here. It's cold, you're sick. We need a fire. He quickly built a small fire. Here, warm yourself up. Maybe we shouldn't put that too close to the boat. And then he walked off toward the water. Why does he keep leaving without saying a word? Is he watching for something? Apparently I can't think. Oh my god. I don't know if this passionate thing is gonna work out, dude. Fine. Is he watching for something? Why does he keep leaving without saying a word? Okay. The other one. She suppressed the urge to voice her frustration aloud. Is it really so hard to say, don't worry, May, I'll be right back? The ninja returned with a pile of mussels atop a burdock leaf. Oh, he brought food. We haven't heard this music before. Are we going to fry them? Yes. Do you know how? Of course not. Acacia's training doesn't include the kitchen. I see. Then our meal will be nourishing but not very tasty. May smiled as she spoke. I always wanted to learn to make tofu. I really like it, but while I was in the Okia, I was always busy with other things. Kazu shook his head. What? Every child knows that Kitsune loves tofu. Speaking of which, if you transport now, you wouldn't be cold. I don't know how. He took out his knife and started opening the shells. Have you heard the legend of the sun goddess and the mussels? Do you know why mussel soup is served at weddings? I'll ask this one first. Choice affected May's relationship with Kazu. They serve mussel soup? Oh, you've never been to a wedding or heard about it? No. The shells are very difficult to open. Therefore, mussels represent two loving people linked to each other. On the island, no wedding takes place without mussel soup. It happens less often in the capital, but the tradition has also taken root here. Am I boring you? Not at all. While their simple dinner was being prepared, she continued. Also, they don't use red ink on the islands. It's said that if you write someone's name in red ink, then misfortune or even death will befall him. Even the names of enemies? I don't know. For a while, May entertained Kazu with conversation. Then they started eating. Oh, so you only get one choice at it. I chose the wedding because I thought in more romantic conversation. That's why I chose that one specifically. Sir, who knows? Fried mussels. I've never had mussels before. Because of her sore throat and runny nose, May could hardly taste or smell anything. She didn't have an appetite, but Kazu forced her to eat everything. Such deafening silence. A mottled leaf fell from a nearby tree branch. Carried by the wind, spinning around, it flashed in the light of the fire, and disappeared in the darkness over the river. It flies, staying aloft, but it has already lost its connection to its roots, and will inevitably fall. When? Am I that leaf? Oh wait, it wasn't a question, she said, I am that leaf. The following day May felt much worse. Oh no. She spent the rest of the trip in a feverish delirium. She wasn't sure if she had spoken the words aloud to Kazu. Don't leave me. It could have been just a figment of her imagination, the same as his response. Don't be afraid. I like that. I should get a picture. Dagnabbit. Okay, we've made it somewhere. May shifted, shielding her eyes from a ray of light. She focused on her senses. Human. I'm off to a good start. May opened her eyes. She lay in a heated room beneath a blanket. Oh, it appears like I'm not the only one who's getting people out of their clothes. Somebody's undressed me as well. An old man stood with his back turned to the bed, mixing some herbs in a mortar. Sensing her gaze, he turned to face her. Hello. Huh. I wonder... Is this the friend? Is he the sorcerer? Sir? You can call me Grandpa Chongan. Chongan. Sit up. The old man got up using a stick as a cane. He approached the hearth, took the kettle, poured some water into a cup, and added the mixture from the mortar. Oh, a swing! Oh, that's so cool! Drink this. It'll help. She had to try very hard not to grimace while drinking. Yes, it has a disgusting taste, but be sure to drink it all. The pleasant things are often bad for us, while the good things are unpleasant. There's a balance in things. That's true. My name is May. I know, Kazu told me. Her memory was still foggy, but May managed to remember an unfamiliar rocky shore, a dark forest, and a mountain trail. Dang, he carried me all the way here? I think Kazu carried me here. There was also a rumbling sound. We made it? How much time has passed? Aside from generally feeling weak, May felt completely healthy. She could breathe easily, and neither her head nor her throat hurt. She had no other aches to speak of. Is this a shinobi village? Are you a healer? What was that remedy? Are you a sorcerer? Should we learn what the remedy is so maybe we can recreate it later if we need it? Or should we ask him if he's a healer? Let's ask him about the remedy. A good one. Whenever I'm coming down with something, I take it right away. And its name will be of no use to you. I learned the info. He opened the window, letting fresh air into the room. Sickness loves stuffiness. Let's fix that. I wonder if you get something if you choose one of the other options. That's pretty out there. A conversation drifted in from outside. No. You're so stubborn. I told you to think about it. Oh, I'm guessing that's the sorcerer guy. So we don't have to ask if he's a sorcerer. I wonder if we should go back and ask if he's a healer or something. Because that didn't yield me the results that I wanted. I don't know if it even matters. It's the last time I'm gonna freaking try it. Okay. Is this a shinobi village? Are you a healer? Okay, I'm just gonna ask him if he's a healer. If I still don't get anything from it, I'm gonna cut my losses and that'll be that, okay? Precisely. You had a very bad cold. Everything is fine now, but please avoid doing it again in the future. May smiled. I'll try, thank you. It's nothing. He opened the window, letting the fresh air into the room. I don't think it changed anything. That's fine. I got to get pictures of that scene where they were moving down the river. That's good enough for me. And I also got to contemplate choosing the other diamond option when we were talking to Kazu the other night. But I decided I like the one that I chose. Sickness loves stuffiness. Let's fix that. Okay. So he goes and he opens it up, and then we hear Kazu down there talking to his friend, the sorcerer, who clearly doesn't want to teach us anything. No. You're so stubborn. I told you to think about it. I thought about it. No. The less of the place she sees, the better. Kazu hissed in annoyance. Her life got turned upside down in a matter of days, and I still haven't heard a single complaint from her. Don't tell me you feel sorry for her. Her spirit is strong. She's unusual. Yes, because she's a kitsune. She helped me. She managed to hide a wounded man from a hunting party in the forest while she was sick. That's why she's still alive. Chongun gave me a cheerful look, then leaned out of the window and banged his stick against the wall. Must even the mountains around you hear this? You're making so much noise. The conversation abruptly stopped. Is Kazu arguing with someone because of me? Nonsense. He dismissively waved his hand. Just a couple of men fighting over a beautiful girl, nothing unusual about that. May felt a flush of embarrassment. I don't think that's the main reason. The old man answered with a sly smile. It doesn't really matter what words came from their lips. You need to listen to what they were saying. Words. Generally, people waste half of the words they say. Don't worry, that wasn't a quarrel. They're friends. The conversation outside resumed, although much quieter. I want to know what they're saying. Kazu, how did you get captured? I found the lair of Jiro the Crooked. Sometimes names have been coming in handy to know, so it might be good to write them down. I completed the contract. But he never went anywhere by himself, you remember. I had to deal with him and his entire band. I was wounded and decided to lay low for a bit. And? The samurais also found out where Jiro was hiding. When they found me amid the corpses, they thought I was part of the gang. So they took me to a regular jail. I was waiting for the executioner to interrogate me. They usually leave him alone with the prisoner. The restraints were pathetic. Idiots. I could have just dislocated a joint. Oof. I would have been able to break free and then attempt an escape, and they made everything much easier. I see. Kazu, if they had realized who you were, they would have sent you to the daimyo's castle. They aren't as careless there. Kazu's answer sent a chill down Mei's spine. Then I wouldn't have waited. I'd have killed myself right away. Oh, okay. Okay. So these are like some serious shinobi. Okay. Woo! I thought they were like not serious, but you know. Dang. Okay. Wow. It's good to know like his conviction, you know what I mean? There was a brief silence between the two men. So, will you help her? The old man's piercing gaze fell on me. Busted! I need to go. You wait here until some clothes are brought for you. He headed for the door. Whose house is this? It's mine. Mei bowed respectfully, and then she was left alone. Outside, the wind rustled through the trees. Soon enough, someone knocked on the door and a young woman came in. Good afternoon. These clothes should fit you. She laid a stack of clothes at the doorstep, went out, and immediately returned with a jug and a mirror. Thank you. Azumi. Okay. She has a name, then she gets a picture. Azumi. Mei. Kazu was waiting for you outside. There was a glint of hostility in her eyes. Okay. Despite that, she knelt down, touching the floor with her hands. Thank you for helping him. Okay. Interesting. So we have a little jealousy going on. Oh well. He also, Azumi left without saying another word. Okay. Whatever. Shouldn't be a problem though. Alone again, Mei got dressed. An outfit from the southern province. Oh wow. That's really pretty. Song of the Wind. Wow. Whisper of the Woods. Wow, I like the flowiness of the sleeves. This one has flowiness on the sleeves, but not as much, you know? I like the whole flowiness of this. Oh man. These choices are hard. Like usually, there's usually an outfit that I definitely like more than the others. But these both are so gorgeous. But 22 is my favorite number. I'm gonna take that as a sign. I'm gonna choose that one. That's so pretty. Then she got her hair in order. Okay. Let's see. Loose black strands. What hair color did we choose? Did we choose black or brunette? I don't know. Chestnut strands. Light brown southern style. Black southern style. Wait, this is the same style. Why is this one so much more expensive? What the fuck? Chestnut southern style. Was I hair chestnut? You know what? No, it was black, wasn't it? Our hair is black. And why, since these are the same spots? Are they saying because this color is kind of not great? That's why these are cheaper? Okay, but I like this hairstyle better, and I guess I'll get it in black, but this is the most expensive, but at least it's still 22, which is my favorite number. She looks good with brown hair too. But yeah, I think I like her with brown hair better. And left the house. Cool. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, okay. He looks good. He looks good. He looked over, but his expression was unreadable. Hello. You met Chongun? Chongun? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yes. He said you're doing fine. May nodded. Here, come with me. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. They followed the path around the other houses. The village didn't feel deserted, although May didn't see anyone else. It's beautiful here. I had no idea that a village could look like this. I vaguely recall some sort of rumbling sound. What was that? How's your wound? How can I leave here afterward? Is Izumi also a shinobi? I'm not gonna ask about her. I'm not asking about leaving. I'm interested in the rumbling sound, but I also care of how he's doing. Kazu glanced at her. Why do you ask? Can't you just tell me? He smiled. It's closed up. We have some rare medicines here, extremely powerful ones. I see. Chongun said that you did a good job of sewing it shut. Oh, okay, I can ask more. What was the rumbling sound? Rumbling? There's a waterfall on the way here. Maybe that's what you're referring to. Where are we going? To the sorcerer. Did you overhear our conversation? Not all of it, but I got the general sense of it. He's a jonin. Oh, okay. Looks like Naruto. That was like Kakashi's rank when, yeah, in the beginning. I'm trying to remember the other ranks. He's the clan leader. Yeah, that's like a pretty high rank. I can't remember the other ranks right now, but yeah. They arrived at a cliff. A man with strangely colored hair stood near it. He's waiting for you. Oh, so he agreed to talk to me at least? Well, I guess this is my one shot. Oh no. Aren't you coming with me? No, it's better this way. Kazu headed back the way they had come. Wow, this is gorgeous. This music changed. Wow, he looks so cool. I like this music. Should we turn it up a bit? The man was looking off into the distance. As May approached him, she noticed that his hands were tightly bandaged. Bandages? Greetings, May. Sir. His voice sounded much more friendly than when he has been speaking to Kazu. Call me Sakao. Okay. So, definitely the name of the... What's the name? She bowed. I'm honored to meet you. He responded with a tilt of his head. Are you scared? Honestly, yeah. May I ask what you're scared of? Of what is happening to me? Not understanding who you are is unpleasant. You You helped a member of my clan, and I respect those to whom nature has bestowed the gift of magic. Unless you betray our trust, you are safe here. Alright then, that means I'm safe, because I'm definitely not... I would never betray Kazu. She bowed again. You said those to whom nature has bestowed the gift of magic. A kitsune, for instance. I don't want it. I can't be a witch. I don't want to say I don't want it. I do want it. That means I have to start again. I could surely miss one. May kept her composure, her voice cold as she spoke. I refuse. No. Never mind, then maybe I'll go back anyway. And we're back. Okay. And I also remember what the other levels were. You start off with Genin, then Chonin, then Jonin. I think. Pretty sure. Okay. Now, I don't want it. Taking a step back, May shook her head. No. I'm not a witch. Of course you are. A witch, a sorceress, a kitsune. Her voice trembled as she spoke. Mr. Takao, this is impossible. He silently waited for May to calm down. How do I get rid of this curse? What changed me? You don't become a kitsune. You were born one. But I was an ordinary girl. No, you have always been a fox. I don't understand. For now, I don't understand either. Kazu gave me some vague details, but to get the full picture, I need to know more about you. What happened exactly? How? What preceded it? I have no choice. I need to reveal myself. Maybe he's wrong. She started talking. It was embarrassing and weird to share her personal experience with a stranger. He simply nodded, occasionally clarifying certain things. The most difficult thing to describe was her first transformation. May fumbled with her words and paused too often. However, Takao remained calm. He was clearly interested only in the facts as they related to her being a fox. The death of Mr. Sumiko didn't interest him as much, although he was surprised with the size of the search party that followed it. The only thing that May omitted was the strange creature she saw near the Ohia. Why did you... Because you saw it? It's not like you are that creature. Why would they throw you out? This is your chance to get information on what it was. Idiot. It's probably better not to mention that I'm sure they throw me out of here. To listen to her story, he asked a few questions about her childhood, then pondered for a bit. I mean, to be fair to her, a lot of people have reacted very negatively to her magic, and she's been told her whole life that this sort of magic is evil. You know what I mean? So I can understand, but still, I'm mad about it. I can't say for certain. It probably has to do with your emotions. Have you ever worried so much before? I think that the chain of events, traveling for the kimono, encountering a samurai at the debut, being afraid of failing to meet a mentor's expectations, among other words, would make one worry a lot. And all the anxiety reached a point where a little fright would have been enough. Had a roof tile fallen right next to you, I'm sure the effect would have been the same. The desire to escape, to hide, your feelings of fear and hopelessness, the activated defensive instinct in you. You turn into a fox, into a quicker, more agile body, a body with a better chance of survival. The tunnel collapsed and you transformed once again. You calmed down in your sleep, returning to a more familiar form. How can this be? I can't make it stop? No. Do you need me to explain who the kitsune are? It took me a few moments to respond. I will be grateful. Generally, those who turn into foxes live in quiet villages, or more often in forests. They are clever, cunning, and wise creatures capable of transforming into humans. They possess the art of magic related to fire and illusions. Some kitsune live for hundreds of years. Occasionally, they even have children with humans. Over time, as they grow older and become more experienced, a kitsune's powers grow. The color of their fur may change. Some grow more tails. Ooh, like the nine-tailed fox. I want to be a nine-tailed fox. My color, so... Okay, so there's the amber fox. That's the one with the fire. And the pearl fox. Am I gonna be like a white fox? Or like purple? Ooh, that sounds good. I like this. 2 at first, then 3, 4, and so on. According to the legends, up to 9. For Naito Fox! Yes! I want to be a Naito Fox so bad! The power of those foxes is considered godlike. I don't understand. I recall my childhood. It was an ordinary childhood. Obviously, when you were a cub. A child. Someone helped you transform into a human, and that's how you remained for all these years. Who? This has to do with my mom. I forgot what they said happened to her. I had to go back and watch. I don't remember. You couldn't have transformed by yourself. In stories, they usually recognize Kitsune by a Well, was my father there when I was born? Well, usually, I guess back in the olden days, men stayed out of the birthing area, right? In stories, they usually recognize Kitsune by a tail sticking from beneath their kimono or fox ears. I never had any of that. As far as I know, that's an issue that inexperienced shapeshifters encounter. They aren't good with transforming yet, so some discordant parts remain on their human body. But you grew up in a human body. It's more familiar to you than the one you were born in. Perhaps you wouldn't have suspected anything for a few more years. Either both or one of your parents must also be a kitsune. My father is a simple village blacksmith, and my mother... She died when I was very young. Oh, yeah. So she definitely must have been the one. I don't remember. He would have told me. Sakao remained silent. Am I yokai? Evil? That is for you to decide. I don't need to know what that means. I know what that means. I can make myself into a monster depending on how I use my magic. I can control it. It's rather easy to learn. May bowed deeply and spoke without lifting her eyes. Mr. Takao, you have already told me so much. Asking for more is inexcusable arrogance. But I have no one else to turn to. Please, tell me how to do it. He paused briefly before he spoke. Control alone isn't enough. Magic needs to be developed, owned. Also, please, call me Takao. Think back. Did you feel anything strange when the bat appeared? A headache? Maybe an itchy hand? Weakness. I fell down. Did anything happen before that? May nodded. Yes, there was something. For some reason, the guard didn't recognize me. My palm started itching then. And when I was making my way into the jail, I didn't think much of it. Slight prickling sensations, itching, and goosebumps are an ordinary reaction. Eventually, you'll get used to it and it won't distract you. Distract me from what? The magic, of course. Any interaction with magic will drain a certain amount of your strength. Transformations do too. You were weak. That's why you collapsed in the stable, and then lost consciousness in the tunnel. I'll explain more later, but you already have too much to think about. It's bad for concentration. You need to rest. You aren't fully recovered yet. I feel fine. Takao looked at her doubtfully, but he nodded. He picked up a dry twig from the ground and approached one of the stones. After placing it on the stone, he returned to May. Look at it, and tell me what you think. I don't understand. His voice became stern and more demanding. Uh-oh. Teacher mode. Concentrate on the image that appears before you. May obediently stared at the branch. An invisible needle pricked her palm, but nothing else happened. An ordinary dry branch. It would burn really well. It was alive once. Ooh, I know the difference here. It's either fire or illusions. Should I do these equally, or... Let's just stick with one for now, and then if we notice that we might want to have both, like it would help us, then we can always redo it. It's not a big deal. It was alive once. Pearl Fox. A few moments later, the illusion of green leaves vanished. Don't lose focus. Concentrate on your wish, picturing it coming true. It's easy. You can do it. Don't lose control. May's hand began itching. Don't lose focus. The choice affected May's relationship with Takao. Oh, okay. I think the more he likes me, the more he'll be willing to train me. Okay, that's cool. May didn't take... Is he a love interest? I'm not opposed. I still like Kazu the best, though. May didn't take her eyes off the stone. Sensing that it was working, she smiled. This is no ordinary branch. It is in bloom. The bridge must burn. Focus. That's cool. Takao nodded. Good. That's enough for now. May shook her hand. Thank you for your lesson, for the lesson, Takao. She bowed. Suddenly his gaze sharpened until it seemed to pierce right into her. He clenched and unclenched his fingers a few times. May I? He gently took her wrist and looked closer at it. May groaned. It felt as though boiling water had been poured over her hand. Takao? You have the sign. Eh? What is the sign? What does that mean? I'm glad we decided to do this one by itself. This one took me a while. And I think it was a bit longer than the other two. I guess we were focusing on learning, finally, like, who we are and what we can do, you know? Is this the last episode? Let me watch this and then we'll find out. So it's in development now, and it says May learns to control her magic. Okay, so now we're in the training phase. That is good. So this reminds me of like the first season of Cells in the Fog, right? I think it was like right around. My husband is just screaming his head off in there. Good lord, he's playing games with his freaking friend. Ignore that. Anyway, so she learns. This is the training phase. Like in Cells in the Fog, we landed on the island, the new island that we're on. We're on a new place, and she gets trained by, you know, her teacher there. And now he's kind of taking the place of our teacher. Potentially could be a love interest. I'm just saying, he could be. He could be. Tell me your thoughts on it. I think he could be. I'm still not opposed. I like that he's a sorcerer. That's really cool. So I guess now all we have to do is meet this guy. I mean, we've met him, but like, you know, actually have him join us on our adventures. And I'm assuming that's going to happen in the back half. So after we learn our magic and we can learn to defend ourselves just a little bit, then we'll probably get into some fights with some of the other people, like the samurai and the soldiers that are looking for us. And then possibly, while we're fighting a samurai, then he'll come up, pop up, and do his samurai-ness and then decide to help us on our own, because he's like on his own. I forgot what they would say it's called. I know what it's called, but I can't think of what it is right now. Should we look it up? No, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. Now that we've kind of got some allies going on, you know, we're learning a bit more about our magic and we're getting more into it using our magic. That's gonna be really, really cool. I'm excited to see everything that we can do to it. I want to be a nine-tailed fox so badly. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and show that like button some love. Subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!